Hello, one and all. Come on in and join us for another edition of SoulsBorne Battle to the Death. We're going to pick two random SoulsBorne bosses, and then they will build a house out of popsicle sticks, and whoever builds the best house the fastest will be the winner. I don't think I can put it more concisely than that. Maybe I could have, but doesn't matter now. It's too late. So... All right, we are going to pit two bosses against each other in a battle to the death. Sorry about that. And contestant number one is Estelle, natural born of the void. That is Elden Ring. Am I correct? I believe so. Yes. Yes? Yes. My brain is not operating at 100% today. As I'm recording this, I had to work at 6 in the morning. And it was kind of unexpected. Kind of, but not really. So yeah, I'm very, very tired. I don't like getting up that early. So yeah, Estelle, natural born of the void, is a giant pain in the ass. Yeah. I'd say that's a pretty good boss to have show up in battle to the death. So, no complaints on that one. Alright. And could probably build a hell of a popsicle stick house. Probably, I would think, but it's just my opinion. And it has gravity magic, so probably has special means to do so. So, that's kind of cool. We are taking this wheel for another spin. We are going to determine the opponent for Estelle, natural born of the void, in this popsicle stick house building contest. This devastating, violent popsicle stick building contest. And contestant number two is Margit the Fell Omen. We just landed on him last week. Jesus Christ, this guy's just showing... He's never been in SoulsBorne Battle to the Death, and now he just shows up 2 weeks in a row. Jesus Christ. Alrighty then. Well, it's not a rematch, so I can't, the rules dictate I gotta roll with it, so... We are going to go to the contractually obligated bios, so let's have a look at Estelle, natural born of the void. Estelle, natural born of the void, is actually a malformed star born far away in a lightless void, and is said to have assailed an eternal city and stolen its sky. There's not a ton of lore surrounding it. It has a vaguely insectoid body and kind of like a scorpion's tail and a humanoid head. And apparently it has a blue eye that you can see through a crack in its skull, but I did not know that, so I'm going to have to take a closer look at that. I think that's very interesting. It uses gravity magic and has a whole host of other attacks. Estelle is a very tough enemy in a very large boss arena, so there's plenty of room to maneuver and do what you need to do, but Estelle can also teleport and go to various places in the boss arena and make things kind of difficult and confusing. So yeah, Estelle is an interesting and difficult boss. You could really say that about a lot of SoulsBorne bosses, but Estelle is definitely unique, I think, in just its boss design and the gravity magic and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, Estelle is certainly a sight I would not want to be standing across from. That is for certain. And I think the fact that it comes from outer space definitely makes things more interesting. So yeah, Estelle is... I don't know what else to say about Estelle, but yeah, certainly a boss I would fear, that's for sure. And yeah, it's always an interesting time when Estelle shows up in SoulsBorne Battles to the Death. Not a lot in the way of lore surrounding Margit. Really, what it comes down to is after the Shattering took place, Margit really took his place as someone who challenged people who had eyes on being a lord, and he gained notoriety for crushing their dreams, so to speak, and stopping people from becoming a lord. So really, in a nutshell, Margit was just kind of like, after the Shattering happened, he just woke up one morning, he's just like, well, everyone's going to try to become Elden Lord, I guess I'll just stop everybody. That's really what it boils down to. And then, of course, he comes across you, and he can't stop you, so, yeah. You basically put him in his place and put him down, and then he goes away, and then he comes back later as Morgott, the Omen King. And he stands across... He took his place as protecting the Erd Tree, and basically got no love for that, so that was Margit / Morgott's thing. He does make one other appearance as he takes the guise of a commoner outside the city of Lindell, and then when you approach him, he becomes Margit again, and then you have to fight him all over again. But that's basically the story of Margit. He is a tough boss with some punishing combos, and he can close distance very quickly as well. So viewed on a level playing field, I think Margit really can stand up to any boss, or most bosses in the SoulsBorne universe. And yeah, I think him versus just about any boss is a worthy fight in SoulsBorne Battle to the Death. This is yet another interesting fight involving Margit. Once again, I always say it, we're bringing these bosses up to the same level, making them equal. So we got to bring Margit up to Estelle's level. This is a very tough fight, again, to judge. I think that Margit actually takes this one. I think that Margit can take Estelle, Natural Born of the Void. I think that Margit has the tools, and I know that Estelle can teleport, to basically anywhere on the map. But Margit can close distance very quickly too, so he has a number of tough combos, and I think that would make things difficult for Estelle. I think that would be a problem for Estelle. So, yeah, I think Margit the Fell Omen actually takes this fight, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, if you're going to tell me Estelle wins, I'm not going to argue with you, but, it's not a open and shut kind of thing, but I do think Margit wins this fight more often than not. So, yeah, that's just how I feel about that, but that is just my opinion. Feel free to leave yours in the comments. And with that, another edition of SoulsBorne Battle to the Death comes to a close. RobertBlanchardBooks.com. If you're interested in the War of a Dragon series, you can read the first 3 chapters of each book there for free. If you'd like to hear more about them, the Rise of Dragons podcast, wherever you find your favorite podcasts. My Linktree, my Instagram, and my Twitter are all Bobby's World 2110. The Elden Ring No Crimson Flask Run, Volume 1 Limgrave, is still ongoing. I usually tell you what happened in this past Monday's episode, but I am recording this ahead of time, so I'm not 100% sure. So that is 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Mondays, so go back and check that out. And as always, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesdays, you can come back here for another edition of SoulsBorne Battle to the Death. Always fun things going on. We haven't come across any of the gimmick stuff lately on SoulsBorne Battles to the Death, but I'm sure it's coming very, very soon. You can't outrun it forever, and you can't outrun the poison pills either in SoulsBorne Battles to the Death. So the day is coming. Days are coming when things are going to get very, very interesting. So leave a like, subscribe, notifications, and all that stuff. I appreciate your love and support. Hope you guys are enjoying the content, and I'm going to keep making more because I love doing it, and I love to entertain you guys. So that's just all there is to that. It's as simple as that, really. That's all there is to it. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying it. And I will see you guys back here next week. Be well, stay safe, and as always, it's Bobby's World, and you're all just living in it. See, I'll see you for live, y'all. Bye. What's going on, guys? Thank you for checking out the video today, but I got a question for you. Did you know I wrote a book? Did you know I wrote 3 books? Did you know that they're all part of the same series? The Roar of a Dragon, The Treachery of a Weasel, and The Cry of a Raven. ReadersFavorite.com says that its intensity rivals that of the Game of Thrones series. Now, I personally think that's crazy, but it's not for me to judge. It's for you to judge. Go to RobertBlanchardBooks.com and you can check out the books right now. But wait, that's not all. All 3 books got 5-star reviews in ReadersFavorite.com. These books won the Silver Medal in the Literary Titan Awards. The Cry of a Raven won Silver at the Global eBook Awards. So what are you waiting for? Read about Aiden's dream to become a Knight of Delmar. Read about his death and resurrection. Oops, I gave that away, didn't I? And read about his journey back home from 3,000 years in the future to stop the evil that started in Delmar. Go to RobertBlanchardBooks.com. You can read the first 3 chapters of each book there for free. And then, if you're interested, you can buy the books there as well. And if you've already read the books or you just want to hear more about them, you can check out the Rise of Dragons podcast. You can listen to it wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. And in every episode, I cover a character from the book, an event from the book, my journey into writing, and everything in between. Ripley, what do you got to say about all this?
Give me a treat or I will end you.
You know she's telling you to check out the books. Go to RobertBlanchardBooks.com to check out the books or listen to the Rise of Dragons podcast if you want to hear about them. That's all I got to say, and thank you for watching this video.